And hello and welcome to today's YouTube video, I guess. Another day, another YouTube video. So, of course, as always, I am Demi version 2 of Fat Ninja Gaming, and I'm here with... I haven't got as many people. I'm feeling a little bit lonely after last time. I think I might piss them off. But I'm here with my heterosexual life partner, Timothy Jogan.
Hello.
And today we're going to have a chat about the PlayStation exhibition, not expedition or any other things going on. But
Exposition.
Exposition. A little bit of exposition for the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I don't think we can talk about the PlayStation 1 at all whatsoever until we address Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
Words. So they started with like a bit of a banjo, like diddling. It wasn't Deliverance at all. But they kind of started with that performance and then moved into something that was really sweet and loving. And then stabbing. Lots of stabbing.
I think that trailer was perfect for this year because Last of Us 2 is meant to be really dark and quite brutal in its nature and its approach, because the other trailer with people being hanged and the little kid with the bow and all that stuff, it's very dark, it's very powerful, and this trailer, especially with the gameplay, really represented that, with like the Ellie getting shot and she just shrugs it off and runs away, hide, and pulls the arrow out of her arm, and then the bit at the end with the geezer with the hammer or the axe or whatever it was, when she just like nearly chops his head off. It was really dark but really powerful. So yeah, I mean, wow.
What it kind of reminded me of, okay, very, very different video to a different game, but do you remember, I'm just going to say that trailer from, I think it wasn't Dead Rising, what game? Dead Island? The one with the kid. The one that it starts off, it kind of really hits you in the feels. Not so much the new one. The new one is cool, them skating through LA or wherever it is. But that first one in the hotel lobby bit was really like, wow. And the way it kind of starts off with that really tender moment, and then kind of as they kind of pan round, it looks awesome. It's just visually gorgeous, despite being very, very dark and very, very evil, I guess. I didn't see any zombies though that I remember.
No. We didn't see any in the last trailer neither. Really, it was a lot more human. You know, the fireflies. Is that right? It's fireflies, right? Yeah.
Yeah, fireflies, definitely. Yeah.
So maybe that part of the thing is over, because it's like 10, 15 years later, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Although, did we see Joel in the first trailer? Because he's suspicious by his absence.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest. I didn't play what was the second part? Because there was The Last of Us, and then there was like a second. You're going to say like part 2, maybe like a twat. There was like an extra part that was set afterwards, like an epilogue for the game. And I never played that, and I was like, I don't know if something happens to Joel.
Prologue. It was a prologue.
Oh, the prologue was before. Oh, okay.
It was how Ellie ends up where she is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Left Behind. It was really good.
Oh, I thought Left Behind was set after, not before. Okay, that's fair.
It was before.
So yeah, so there's no sign of Joel. Ellie's a badass.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm excited. I mean, I loved Last of Us, and to have a bit more information on 2, it's almost perfect. It's really setting me up. The hype train is running.
Nice.
But
I was just going to kind of like use that as a bit of a segue into hype train. Death Stranding. I don't know how I feel. I saw the trailer, like the original trailer with Norman Reedus and Mads Mikkelsen, and kind of the baby that seems to be going between worlds. Mm-hmm. And then the new trailer. I think jumping the shark is a great term to use, and I think Hideo Kojima's. I loved Metal Gear Solid, but I'm not. The later ones got a bit too weird for me, I guess. And this seems like he's now off the leash to be as weird as he wants. And I don't know how that's going to be.
It's weird. I mean, I literally have no idea what's going on. You've got Norman Reedus wearing like a hazmat suit that he clicks a jar with a baby into it, and then suddenly can see spirits. context would be nice. I mean, I'm incredibly interested. I mean, this does look brilliant. It looks amazing, like graphically, and the way it looks and the way it's presented looks amazing. I just have no idea what the hell's going on.
Now, this is the other thing, though. It's yeah, okay. Facially, you can see that that's Norman Reedus. That's cool. But then there are better looking games, and I'm just worried that we're going to be overcome with weirdness as opposed to and massively over convoluted storylines as opposed to actually a good enjoyable game. And you know, like when you get fucking hipsters basically doing that, oh well man, you don't know, you didn't think about it like this. I'm really worried we're going to get a game that you're going to need a psychology degree to, which obviously Ramu has, RPG Manic has, but a psychology degree to actually work out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And I like games that make me think. I don't like games that have no kind of explanation until the last 30 seconds of the game, which Hideo Kojima has a tendency of doing. He does like the last big wrap up at the very end and keeps you guessing. And that sort of game, which doesn't have the Metal Gear franchise to back it up, it's got nothing but his name, effectively. I'm worried that it could be a bit of a letdown. And the other thing is, I don't even know what it's supposed to be. It looks like some sort of sci-fi, psychological horror thing. Yeah,
that's pretty much what I've got. All I've got is it's a thing.
Yeah,
I'm excited, but I'm not really bothered. I mean, what was with the woman eating the wormy fetusy thing at the end? I don't know what that was. It's just it, and then it was over, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. No questions answered.
No questions answered, many more asked. I mean, you're saying about like it looking good. I mean, Ghost of Tsushima, I didn't know anything about. I don't know much more about it now, I suppose. But Ghost of Tsushima, it looks stunning, absolutely beautiful. And I'll be honest, this E3, I was really worried we were going to get a bunch of Battle Royale clones or Royale modes announced and things like that. But we've got Neo 2, Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm afraid the name's going out of my head, like Shadows Die Twice. You know, Samurai Born. This is Akira. Unfortunately, you called it Samurai Born, and that's what's in my head.
Samurai Born.
But we've had those 3 games, and all of them look like they fill very different niches. But they are all stunning. Although, bizarrely, Neo 2 probably looks the worst out of the 3, which is not diminishing Neo 2 in any way, shape, or form.
No, of course not.
But out of the 3, it's probably the least visually stunning. Just the
Ghost
game
looked everything that I could possibly want in sort of feudal Japan sort of setting, you know, with the big grass fields, the sneaky, stabby, lots of parrying, lots of sword play. It just looked good, you know. There's no real way you can say anything bad about it because nothing shown was bad.
But do you know that I was going to say that the thing that got me out of that whole trailer, the bit where he's one-on-one with one of the guys, and it's typical Japanese. They use it a lot in anime. They use it a lot in Japanese films. But the rose blossom coming off the tree, like kind of in the background and sort of surrounding them as they're fighting, and I was just like, oh my god, this is going to end up being like For Honor, and I'm going to cry, but I will still buy the fucking game.
Oh god, yeah.
It just looks beautiful. The way the horse goes through the like the fields of wheat. Hey, Theresa May. But everything was just stunning, and the graphics on both of them looked awesome. Which kind of see, the thing is, I'm really worried about Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
I've been waiting for the last 10 years, and I was actually having a chat with Wolfie Jerry Noob before this, and there are so many versions of it. So I played the first one when it came out. I played the second one when it came out, and then I looked back a couple of years ago, I guess, and was like, oh, I might replay them. And there was like 1.5, I think there was 1.8, there was like a Redux version, there was 2.5, there was Chain of Memories, which is obviously like the Game Boy Advance. That's how old these games are. And I don't even know, and apparently there's a 2.8, which is a standalone story that's not 2 and obviously isn't 3.
Yeah.
I have no idea where the storyline is, what the story is anymore. other than the fact that I played and completed fully 1, and I played and completed fully 2, including Beta Sephiroth. So, yeah. But anyway, that's me.
Yeah. I'm going to go there because anyone that knows me know I was a little bit excited this morning. They announced a date for the Resident Evil 2 remake.
They did.
They did.
The thing that's a bit bizarre, though, is that PlayStation, I think that they announced one for Kingdom Hearts, I think is January 2019. Obviously, Resident Evil 2 is January the 25th, 2019?
25th, yeah.
Nothing else really got a date. But, I mean, the Resi 2, though, it looks so good. And even from the third person, it was, just...
Right.
I want to see the liquor scene. I want to see that liquor scene.
I've got a few questions. Okay. We've seen Claire, we've seen Sherry, we've seen Ada, we've seen Leon.
Yes.
Right. Geezer in a hat. That's meant to be Tyrant, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Why is he wearing that? Why does he look like the bad guy from Jeepers Creepers? I mean, that bit didn't sell me.
But is that's the Tyrant from the second half of the game, though, right? The one from
the B scenarios, yeah.
So, I mean, he's supposed to be dark and mysterious. It might just be him rocking up rather than being airdropped in.
Right, maybe.
Because obviously, the fact that he's airdropped in and you manage to take him out at the end doesn't make a lot of sense. Because he's clearly, if he can just jump out of a helicopter, he's clearly more resilient than.
He doesn't jump out of a helicopter. He gets dropped in a tube.
Yeah, from the. Yes.
In the special tube.
Yeah, the special tube that makes everything go away. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Special tube. Special tube.
Yeah. Well, this special tube is now a hat. Okay.
Yes, this special tube is now a hat. The liquor. Everyone wants to see the liquor scene. That's going to be held off for later. It did look stunning. I mean, I'm incredibly excited. I mean, I've been on a bit of a. I know that the internet's going to go crazy because I'm like advocating pre-ordering, but I went on a pre-order spree this morning.
See, is it a remaster or is it a remake?
It's a remake.
Right.
Capital R and E.
Nice.
It's a Resident Evil 2. Capital R-E, make.
Right,
yeah,
okay.
Yes, that's it. As a quick final thoughts, because we haven't mentioned it, but we should mention it. SpiderMan. Looks amazing, right?
Yes, it does. A bit of a weird kind of... I don't know. See, the thing is, recently, all the big superhero games that have come out have looked good. And other than the Batman ones, they've not always been good. Whereas this one, is this the one that was announced a little while ago with Tom Holland voicing the character, or is that a different one again?
No, I think this is this one. This is one that they announced last year, I think.
Well, it's just because the suit's different. Because I seem to remember last time the one they announced was a lot more traditional suit, whereas this one is kind of the new funky one. Which
you can get the Tom Holland suit from pre-ordering. Just saying.
Have you pre-ordered by any chance?
No.
he drinks nervously. Yeah, no, I like it. I like the fact they've got Scorpion in it and they've got the Shocker, and they've kind of ditched the padded quilt suit for it. And it looks really good. I want it to. Do you remember? I think it was Spider-Man 2, the old, on the PlayStation 2, the kind of the way the games felt, the fact that you could just swing through the city, you had all this hidden stuff everywhere. I want a game like that again with the newer engine, the newer graphics. That's kind of what I want, that level of nostalgia, and get to go around. And the main thing with it was the story was okay, but the main thing was all of the side quests and the side villains and the side bosses, and you could meet some of the really high level ones, and you could also meet some of the Captain Boom. Is it Captain Boomerang? I know Captain Boomerang's also DC, but there's some really low ranking, just thugs that you could go and beat up, and you could do missions for, not for, but to stop and things like that. I loved that. It was just a massive sandbox, and I think that's what I think that's what I want it to be.
Well, I'm hopeful it will be, well, dare I say, good, because there hasn't been many good Spider-Man games in a while. But
no.
I'm excited.
Yeah, no, to be fair, the one kind of disappointment, I think, overall from PlayStation for me was the fact they seemed allergic to giving us dates. I know they gave us Resident Evil. I know they kind of hinted at Kingdom Hearts, although that may have actually been the Square Enix one that gave us a date.
Yeah.
But there wasn't really a lot of dates. There wasn't any dates. Just it's coming at some point, maybe kind of ish.
At some point, it'll be here. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only kind of thing. But overall, I think it seemed more solid. I think I was more excited about the games from this one than I was.
Oh, definitely, 100%.
Most of the games from the Xbox one, but I just think I preferred the Xbox. I really liked the fact that it was bam, 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 and you just kind of got like a constant feel, whereas this was very up and down. And don't get me wrong, the ups was so much fucking higher for me.
Yeah.
But
No,
then the lull was meh.
The ups were high and the downs were down.
Yeah.
It's a very solid show by Sony. In my mind, solid 8 out of 10. Everything was pretty good. There wasn't really any bad games. There was just not many games. It was all in all probably maybe 15, 20? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
But it was all in all pretty good.
But yeah, anyway, well, if you want to catch us more with us, we're going to be trying to do some more videos. Like, please leave any comments that you can give us, either leave in the comments below or catch us on Discord, catch us on Facebook, catch us on Twitch. I think I'm on tonight. I'm going to be on in about 10 minutes, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, guys, thank you for listening. Leave your comments below and we'll address them.
Yeah, we will.
And it's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
See you later, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.